What's up, my people? Opooo, help me thank the president. So, Alhaji Tinubu. Guys, move closer. Nigeria just dropped a whole new tax reform that would make life easier for the common people. And honestly, I am so happy. For that, I need Kleenex. I need to Mr. President. So, when you do the right thing, we will talk about it with the hopes that you will continue to do the right thing. Mr. President, these are the kinds of things that we were hoping you would be doing as soon as you entered the apartment inside Aso Rock. Ladies and gentlemen, Tinubu signed 4 landmark bills into law on June 26th. I know that we still need to work on so many things like job creation so that people can actually make the money that will be taxed, and we still need to work on insecurity and other things, but kudos to him for this one. First of all, his government is now consolidating all the taxes. Over 50 confusing taxes are now merged into one. All those small levies like sanitation tax, environmental disturbance levy, tax for existing under the sun. Father, they said no more confusion. Everything now has been blended into the Nigeria Tax Act. Also, if you are broke, congratulations. You are exempt. If your salary no pass 800,000 naira per year, you are exempt to plus no VAT on food, school fees, rent. And if you are a small business owner, if your company is making less than 100 million naira per year, there will be no corporate tax at all. Talk about major relief for low-income earners and small businesses. This makes me woo for that. But if you are a big baller, as in large corporations making billions of naira in revenue, or you're a global business, minimum tax rate now is 15%, and foreign income is also taxable. They even introduced tax ombudsman, basically tax customer service. You know, just in case FIRS starts chasing you anyhow, you can now shout, I know my rights, I know my rights, and somebody will actually listen. Plus, you can now appeal your tax wahala, as in no more enter office and kneel down to beg oga. You know, you see why I'm excited about this. And they're trying to go completely digital with our taxes. I was like, shallow, Nigeria no they carry last. In fact, they are saying that it will take a whopping 6 months for them to go completely digital. And I'm like, I really don't know why it has to take 6 months. But today, I'm not here to complain about anything. I'm just happy that they are trying to do the right thing. Long story short, we now have simpler taxes, less stress for the poor, more heat for the rich. Sorry. And if they implement this well, it could be a game changer, you know, for us in Nigeria. Some people will say, well, it cannot all be perfect. I know. But at least they are taking steps towards the right direction, and we appreciate it. Like I said, Mr. President, freedom, freedom. While we're working on taxes, let's also spend the same amount of energy on working on insecurity in the country. And more importantly, Mr. President, without light, we can't do much. Even these tax people, they can't go digital without light. I'm just saying, we need light, we need stable electricity. Even at the tax office, they need it. It's not just for us, the people. Can we please prioritize giving us stable electricity? Because now that you are putting up a solar panel inside your own apartment, we don't believe that you are still thinking about the rest of Nigeria and say that won't real long. We need stable electricity. We still need good roads so that the tax officers can travel, because they will still be traveling now. If you are not doing it for us, do it for the tax people. And of course, we need security across the country. So thank you so much, Mr. President. Now, not to complain, I was hoping that they will also erase that electronic money transfer levy, Benny. Because every time we transfer more than 10,000 naira electronically, we get charged. Alhaji, help us to look into that as well. Okay, before I go on, guys, if you're watching me and you have between 1,000 and 50,000 followers on either Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, Lenfi wants to give you money. If you don't know Lenfi, it's an app that you should download on your phone in order for you to send money directly from the US, UK, or Canada on your phone with zero transfer fee to Nigeria, Ghana, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Senegal, Gambia, Cameroon, Cote d'Ivoire, and Benin Republic. So if you have between 1,000 and 50,000 followers and you live in America, that is very important. You must be living in America. It doesn't matter where you're from in Africa. If you're willing to create content for Lenfi, they will pay you. I'll put the link on the screen for you to sign up for their affiliate program. Please know that you must download Lenfi and send at least $20 home before you can do this. So why not use my name Adeola as promo code for you to get $20 back when you sign up and send up to $100 at a time. And then you can contact Lenfi that you are ready to work for them, and they will get back to you if they are willing to work with you. Now, speaking of taxes, guys, my Kenyan people, move closer, move closer. What is it that you guys eat in your food? Because we need some in Nigeria. Hold on, let me Google popular Kenyan foods. Is it ugali? No, it must be the nyama choma. But whatever it is, guys, just share your recipe, because your resilience in Kenya should be studied. Can you guys believe that it's been a year that Kenyans protested for days that their president Ruto must go? They protested high taxes, high standard of living, corruption in government. More than 60 people were killed during that protest last year, killed by the police. It's just like our own NSAS protest in Lagos, Nigeria in 2020. Only for Kenyans to do the same thing again this year. As they remembered the 1-year anniversary of that protest, they came out again, 1 year, ready to die for things to change. And these are mostly young people. These are Gen Zs. They are out protesting the high cost of living, police brutality, corruption, a government that has failed to do so many of the things that they promised. This year, some of the parents of those who were killed last year joined in this year's protest, just to say that their children must not die in vain. And they also protested the death of a 31-year-old blogger, Albert Ojwang, who was arrested for criticizing a police officer. That is what they said. Do you know that they tortured this man in police custody until they killed him in police custody? And then, of course, they said he killed himself. Wow. Africa, who did this to us? But can you guys believe that once again, the police opened fire at peaceful protesters, just like they did last year? Who did this to us? The one thing that people have is the fundamental human right to protest if and when elected, appointed, selected, or self-imposed officials are not doing well. How is it a crime? Of course, they opened tear gas, they used water cannon, but beyond that, they fired live ammunition at people. 16 people were reportedly killed, guys. Some say that it's more than that. People are protesting against police brutality and then you open fire at them. What other evidence do we need to prove that there is police brutality in Kenya? They basically proved exactly what people are protesting. You know, one of those stories that shook the nation was how they shot a man called Boniface Kariuki, a vendor who was by the roadside. This power drum police officer shot him in the head at really close range. He was standing right in front of this officer and he shot him in the head. And guess what? They just left him there. It was the protesters that took him to the hospital. And when he finally woke up, he was declared brain dead. And then a day after that, he died. Are these police officers, these soldiers, are they also not human? Are they not experiencing the high cost of living that everybody else is experiencing? Are they not experiencing the effect of corruption? Your job does not allow you to protest. But those protesting for everybody, those that are protesting on your behalf, because if there should be a change, they will also feel it. Yet you want to silence those that are protesting on your behalf? Common sense is not common. Meanwhile, guys, huge shout out, by the way, to the doctors, the nurses, the medical practitioners that set up a medical camp right in the middle of town while the protest was happening, and they were taking care of protesters as they were getting injured. More than 400 people were treated under their tents that day. And they said that they had to transfer more than 60 people to the hospital because those were really complicated cases. Talk about a well-organized protest. You had doctors on ground and nurses treating people. How genius. Unfortunately, though, these policemen, they still shot tear gas where they were treating people. How inhuman. But you know, speaking of being inhuman, you have to see what Togolese police and soldiers did to protesters in their country last week, and they were brutal. Well, that will be in the next video. You know, I keep asking myself, what needs to happen in Nigeria for us to be as determined as Kenyans? Let me know what you guys think about what Kenyans are doing, especially the fact that these are young people demanding for a change in government. Once again, if you'd like to work with Lenfi, I'll put the link in the description for you to fill out their affiliate program. If you're wondering, my earrings and my necklace, as usual, they are from Ice and Gold. Very, very affordable. All right, y'all, it's been real, and I'm keeping it up in here. Until next time, I'm gonna see you all later. Peace out.